Hello there, it's Carrie Rhodes here. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. In today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you every single product released in this Enchanted Woods collection from Trinity Stamps. First, let's take a look at the stamp sets themselves. This is the Oh Happy Day stamp set. This has a very cool scene building image with a tree stump, and the die that cuts it out is going to cut it out on 3 sides. That seems weird, but it's super cool. It allows you to stamp this on the side of your card, die cut out, and have like a flap or an opening to your card that's shaped. There you can see all the images die cut out and colored, and here they are put together to create this window sheet card that is a trifold, and the scene builds as you close the panels. Next, we have the Thinking Tree stamp set. This one is similar in that it has a large scene building image. This one has a tree, birds, and butterflies, and a little worm, and a gnome, and even a sentiment. The coordinating dies are also similar in that it's going to cut out one side of the image where you can stamp the other side on your card. This is a larger image. You can easily put it on an A7 size card like I did, or a slimline card. Because you can make that grassy area extend down, and you can make the treetop extend up. So that's really cool and very unique of this stamp set. Now here's the card I made using these images. Again, I made a window sheet card that opens and you can see into the inside because of the use of the window sheet. Very cool sets. All right, next we have the Tiny Fairy Silhouette stamp set. These are precious little fairy images, and they're small in size, but not too small, so you can easily add them to any sized card. There they are, all stamped out and die cut. I used some specialty embossing powder for these, and I used them on this mini slimline shaker card. That background is another new die set I will show you shortly, and this is also a light up card. So very cool card. I will be sharing short videos with all of these cards throughout the week, so stay tuned for that. This is the Rainbow Snail stamp set. This is a fun one. I think this is really super cute. It builds a rainbow on the back or the shell part of the snail, and there's a coordinating die set as well. First, when you do this, you want to die cut out the snail image. I have a sticky mat inside my MISTI, and now that it's die cut out, I'm going to do the stamping. This is the easiest way to do it, and you just build it as you go. And I'm going to use some different colors to create a rainbow snail. Now, when I stamped this, I should have put the bows of my rainbow closer down to the snail, but it still works, and I still made a card with it because I thought it turned out cute. So there's the new Rainbow Snail stamp set. Next, we have the Fern-tastic stamp set. Look at these fern images. Oh my gosh, they are really cool and detailed and just gorgeous. Here I have stamped them on some paper that I made a watercolor background for. I actually have a video out today with those leaves, so make sure you check that video out as well. Here's the Majestic unicorn stamp set. This is amazing. I had so much fun playing with this set because there's a third product besides this die set to go with it that makes it super fun, and we're going to look at that at just a second. But here you can see the unicorn stamped out. It is such a pretty unicorn. So let's move into stencils, and you can see what I'm talking about. This is the Majestic Unicorn Quick Color Stencil. You can use this to color your unicorn different colors, even add some stars, and you can color the horn even. So I'm going to show you how this goes. I am using some wisteria ink and just doing the body of the unicorn, and I don't have to worry if I'm going to get ink onto the hair. I don't have to use my Copic markers to color out this large image, and look at that. It was so easy. So now on to the hair. It's going to mask off the body, it masks off the horn, and I can easily add ink to just the mane and the tail. So I decided to do a rainbow. Yeah, I have some pink, some yellow, and some teal ink, and those are going to overlap each other and blend together to create my orange and my green. And I was just like in love with this. I mean, really, look at that. Sometimes I even am so pleased with my own creations. So since you have a stencil, you don't have to limit it just to inking. You can add your pastes, your gels, and all of those fun things. I used some Moon Dust glitter gel from Stickles to go over the top of that rainbow, and I about died when I pulled that stencil off. I'm in love with how this looks. And I did make a card, and you can see another of our backdrop dies on this card. Isn't that fun? Of course, I had to make a shaker. All right, so let's move on to the next stencil set, which is the terrific Terrazzo stencil set, also featured in my blog hop video today, but this is a layering stencil set. These stencils are 9 by 6, and they create the look of flooring or countertop that you may have seen that's created with broken pieces of marble inlaid into a type of concrete. So it's super cool. There is kind of a little sample of what it looks like on the back of the packaging, so you can check that out. And then you can see 2 of the backgrounds that I made. This one was done with just ink, and the next one was done with just pastes. Isn't that fabulous? I think this stencil set is very unique and super fun. I enjoyed making these backgrounds so much. So now let's move on to standalone dies. You'll see a card I made with those in a little bit. This is the Fairy Trio die set. So now we have these really detailed, but not too detailed fairies with these gorgeous wings. Look at them. So pretty, and these are going to work with so many of the things you already own. I love that. So here I've put together the terrific Terrazzo, the Fern-tastic set, and those fairies onto one card. Isn't that cool? I also used this set on this card, the Scripty Mother's Day die set. So these dies are really close together, so I find it best to bend them apart. And then there's these teeny tiny, like apostrophe and the S. I had to use another tool to kind of help me get a hold of that to twist it out. So just be really careful when you're doing this if you have to use a tool, not to actually bend your die. But I found that the best way to get those out, and I thought it might be helpful to you too. So this die set is a layering set. You've got the shadow piece and you've got the word itself. It can say Happy Mother's Day, Happy Mom's Day, Happy Day, Mom's Day, Happy Mom, Happy Day. Yeah, so you can play with this. You can get some different looks with it. Next, we have the Floral Swag Slimline Die Set. Oh, mercy. This is gorgeous. Look at this thin, beautiful. Oh, I just love it. I love it. So here it is on a slimline card, and I added some Wink of Stella on the inside of the flowers and added a thank you on there, some gems, ready to go. Speaking of slimline dies, we have the fantastic Fronds Slimline Die Set. This is so pretty. It really reminded me of like the Amazon. So once I die cut this out here in white, I already had an idea to make a card with this, and I pulled out some of my previously used Trinity Stamps products, these frogs, and I thought, oh, cute of the frogs to be in like a Amazon setting. And this is actually a Christmas stamp set, but I think that stamp set has so much more use, and that Fronds set really brought it to life. Next, we have the Blossom Mini Slimline die. You've already seen this on my fairy card, but here it is die cut from white. It's really intricate, and this makes for quick cards. You die cut out this gorgeous background, and you just really need to add a sentiment or a flower or something like that. Also, I wanted to show you if you've got a tool, you can use that brush end and all the little bits pop out. Here is another card with this set. I added the hello and a flower, and I even put some stickles in those little circles. Next, we have the Spring Birch A7 die. I already showed you my unicorn card that used this die right here. I think this is another one you're going to love to add all kinds of things that you already own onto that background. This is the ConGRADulations Die Set. You may have already seen this in my sneak peek video that went out yesterday. So you saw this card in my 5-minute video, and I made a shaker with it. I think this is the perfect die set for shakers, and also a quick and easy die set for graduation. Next, we have one cut and foil die set that is beyond gorgeous. foiling florals. It has this beautiful bloom that you can hot foil. So let me show you what that is. If you don't know about hot foiling, I have a piece of cardstock, a piece of Aura foil, and my plate face down. I'm putting that on my preheated Glimmer hot foil system, adding my shims and pressing the timer. When the timer goes off, I pull that entire platform off and run it through my die machine. The combination of the heat and the pressure are going to transfer that foil onto my cardstock, and oh my word, the gorgeousness, right? Such a beautiful image. And there's a die to die cut it out, which I absolutely love. Just be careful if you have some tacky tape, don't stick it over the hot foiling, it could dull out the foiling. Next, I colored it up with some watercolored pencils, and I was in love with this image, and I stuck it onto a happy anniversary card because me and a friend have been talking about anniversary cards, so I had to make one. So I had one in my stash for the next time I needed it. Okay, let's take another look at each of the cards I made with this brand new release. If you liked this video, give it a thumbs up and let me know your thoughts in the comments below. I love to hear from you. And remember, I have another video out today, the release hop video, featuring this card right here so you can see how it all came together. And you can hop along, see what the design team has made with this release, and be entered to win a $25 gift card to the Trinity Stamp shop. So that's linked for you below, as well as all the products in this release. If you are new here, I would love for you to subscribe. I have new paper crafting videos all the time, and I will see you guys again soon with videos featuring some of these cards. Happy stamping! I'll see you soon. Bye!